I'd like to talk especially, not exclusively, but especially to the people who are getting a little older and are concerned about their nutritional needs, what's best for them, what we can eat changes, and getting nutrition starts to get to be a real challenge. First, let me show you a product. I have no connection to this company at all. I am not endorsing them because they're giving me any money. I have no connection to them whatsoever, and they're not giving me money, and I don't want their money. This is a company called Sun Warrior, and they make a number of different products, including this lean meal. This particular flavor is Snickerdoodle, which is kind of like a chocolatey, cinnamony kind of a thing. They also have chocolate and vanilla and salted caramel. What I like about this product is that it's 100% raw ingredients. This was recommended to me by Fully Raw Christina. And if you look at what's in this, it's just absolutely kind of amazing. You look online and take a look at what's in this. This is all organic and handcrafted, and it's just wonderful. It also tastes very good. It is as childishly delicious as the name would suggest. I find this, I'm a whole lot more comfortable with this than I would be with any of those canned supplements, you know, meals in a can thing for elderly people. This is not intended just for elderly people. This is for anyone who wants to add some vitamins and some taste to their foods. This is really, really healthy stuff. 2 scoops is a suggested serving size. I use only 1. I think 2 scoops is too strong of a taste for us anyway. So 140 calories means you'd have to add it to something in order to get the necessary calories of a meal. I add this to my nice creams that I make with coconut milk and bananas. And one could, of course, add it to a drink. This is really, really good stuff, and I would recommend it. It tastes good, and it's got all kinds of good stuff in it. And it's one of the ingredients that's in this cake. Now, this is a fully raw cake that I made. I think the whole thing took me about 15, 20 minutes, no, less, 10 minutes to make this. I will be eating this as a snack on Shabbat for my Suda Shlishit, what it's called. But I will also be serving this to my husband for his evening meal, because a small portion of this is absolutely packed with nutrition, and I can get a lot of good food into him for a very small portion. I'll probably wind up cutting this into 6 portions. I line the container with baking paper, as you can see. That's what it looks like underneath. There you go. That's what that looks like underneath. The bottom part of it I always make with the dates and dried mulberries. And I put in some date honey because when I put it in the food processor, it takes on the stickiness that I need, that I want. And I mix it up in different ways. This particular time I put pistachios in it and a lime. So the bottom of it is the lean meal, the Snickerdoodle, dates, pistachios, dried mulberries, a lime, and some date honey. top, I make chocolate, but all kinds of different chocolate. This time I used the Chocolove orange peel. That's chocolate on my hands there. Chocolove orange peel. Sometimes I use organic. I prefer if I can get it, but this is a good company. Has some wonderful flavors. They're non-GMO, and they always have like a nice little sonnet on the inside of the package. And I thought it would go well with the pistachio. So what I did was I melted that in a glass bowl on top of boiling water with a couple of tablespoonfuls of coconut oil and maple syrup. And it makes a wonderful coating when it melts down. Just let it get to room temperature, smear it around. Put this in the refrigerator. It gets nice and solid, nice and hard. This can be easily cut up after I cut it up into 6 pieces. Usually what I do is I keep 3 out and I freeze 3, although I'm sure it would stay good in the refrigerator. I've mixed this up in all kinds of different ways. Instead of pistachio nuts, the last time I made it with desiccated coconut, organic desiccated coconut, and organic blueberries, and I added in some lemon juice with the blue butterfly pea flower. I love that color. And again, some sweetener. Probably used either date syrup or maple syrup. And I used a blueberry elderberry chocolate for the topping. So I mix it up in all kinds of different ways. I love pistachio nuts and cherries. I've done this with pistachio nuts and cherry juice in the bottom, and coconut with cherries in it on the top. It always comes out good however you make it, and it is super nutritious. This is not junk food. We have to get out of the way of thinking that healthy food is junky, or something that looks like this is too tasty to be considered healthy food. With 100% clear conscience, I would give this to my husband for one of his meals during the day, you know, on the proviso, of course, that he's also getting vegetables and fruits and grains and so forth and so on. But this is just superfoods all together. And although it tastes childishly, ridiculously healthy, it's also good food, and something that I would definitely recommend for people who don't have the eating capacity that they once did. They need to get some really good nutrition in them, together with the foods that are in this, and this lean meal. That's a nutritional powerhouse, and it just happens to be fun to eat it too.